Welcome back to Zanele Daily, and we are back with a girl chat type of a segment. And yes, it says, honey, I am a 10. Girl chat, honey, you are a 10. I do not care what you see when you see in the mirror and you see flaws and all. You, honey, are a 10. So I'm bringing you a new segment, which is Honey, I'm a 10, a girl chat segment where we're talking, where we're having conversations that are really outside fitness, and we're doing just normal girly chat type of talk. Think of me as someone, as your friend that you chat to on WhatsApp and all those things. So we're gonna have this segment. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. I hope you will love some of the topics that we're gonna have. We're gonna try and make some of the topic as light as possible. Obviously, most of the topics will be in relation to my own experience, my own opinions, or my own thoughts. So it's not necessarily how things are. I am not an expert on any of these topics. It's mostly based on my experience or what I've seen or my opinion. But let's not talk too much about that and get into today's chat. And today we are talking about a topic that is interesting, controversial, and most of all, that is frowned upon by society and people of older generation, or people who are maybe basically more traditional. We are going to talk about cohabitation. Cohabitation. What do we mean by cohabitation? Cohabitation is living with someone on an intimate basis and without maybe marriage. So cohabitating, Faten said, umahlalisana. I'll speak some lingo, some Zulu lingo as I go along and stuff. That is me. That is just me on a normal daily basis. So I am bringing you that Zanele flavor, Zanele vibe. So yes, we're talking about Faten said, umahlalisana, cohabitating, the works. You know what I mean. Staying with somebody and without marriage and all those things. I'm not encouraging anything. I am not saying go do it after watching this video or don't do it. This is all based on my opinion and my experience. So first of all, that's what cohabitation is. And my thoughts on it, I'm going to start from a cultural perspective. Culture says that you're not supposed to live with a person before marriage. The person that you're with, your partner, whether it's a woman or a man, you're not supposed to live with them before you are married. You need to be married first before you can stay together. They might have their own reasons that they maybe have not explained in clarity or in understanding, or if bele bagiala, I don't know how to say it. If you were advised before your wedding, you might actually have an idea if you're a married person and you're watching this video. But from a single girl point of view who's never been married, engaged, lobolad, and given the whole speech in terms of what marriage is about and all those things, cohabitation is just staying with somebody that you are involved with and in a relationship with. And sometimes culture says you're not supposed to stay with this person. If you stay with this person, cook, clean and do laundry for this person is not gonna marry. 80% or 70%, I might say, yes, they are right. Those instances do happen, that the person that you are involved with, you stay with them, you give them all these wife privileges, and they end up not marrying you. And it's one of those things, and then maybe later you decide, no, your standard is that you want marriage and all those things, and you break up due to that. Fine, cool, understandable. But it is not, you are not breaking up or not getting married because of cohabitation. You might think, or as per society and what the culture says, they say maybe that's the reason why you broke up. You just broke up because you had your own standards and your own timeline, and you saw yourself married at this stage and all those things, and you felt like, no, this is no place for me to stay because I want marriage. I got into this whole arrangement because I wanted marriage. That's your opinion in a way. So from my perspective, in terms of culture, I'm not very much of a very cultural person. I'm not saying I don't have values that are based on culture and all those things, but in terms of cohabitation, for me, I prefer it. I like cohabitating with my boyfriend. It's my first time staying with a boyfriend, and yes, at the beginning, obviously there are those few clashes and stuff, but most times I enjoy it. Even from the start, I enjoyed staying with my boyfriend, and I still stay with him, and everything is fine. So in terms of that cultural aspect, for me, it doesn't really weigh so much, because relationship is not always about just cleaning, doing laundry, cooking, and all those things. We are building a healthy relationship here. We're building a future together. We're building a secure future together. We are supporting each other in terms of achieving our goals and all those things. So I can't base it on just because I clean and do laundry for him, so he's not gonna marry, therefore I'm not gonna stay with him. Is that the only reason why you are getting into a marriage? Are you getting into marriage to just clean, do laundry, and cook, and just have babies? You're not there to build with this person. You're not there to build your own family with this person. You're not here to grow each other and develop each other. It is more than just washing dishes and cleaning. That's not what keeps a man. That's not what will guarantee that if I don't do these things before I stay with them, now that I'm married because I didn't do those things. I don't know if I make sense. You understand? So that's not the base of why cohabitation wouldn't work and stuff, because you're giving a person marriage privileges. You can still not give a person marriage privileges and they don't marry you. So now what's gonna be the reason? You understand? So that's based on culture, based on society. Society says, no, if you stay with this person, they'll never marry you, and he will stay like this forever because there's no reason to marry you. I don't agree with that. Number one, because I've seen people close to me who've stayed with their partners and they ended up getting married. It was nothing to do with, oh, we're cohabitating, so I'm not going to marry you. If a person is going to marry you, they're going to marry you. If they're not going to marry you, they're not going to marry you. Whether you stay with them, whether you live apart, whether you live 10,000 miles apart, or you live right next to each other, whatever the case, a person will marry you because they want to marry you. It's not based on you staying together or living apart and all those things. So that's why sometimes don't listen to the society. Listen to what you need, what you feel is the best environment for you. If you feel living by yourself, having your own space, having your own time, having your me time in your own apartment and all those things was your goal, it was your mission, it was all those things. I also had goals like that. I'm not going to come here and say, nah, I didn't have those goals. No, I had goals like that. But for now, and at this moment, I am happy to stay with my boyfriend. I don't see any problem. I don't see anything hectic and all those things. So if it is your me time that you want to sit there by yourself and have your own space away from your boyfriend, it's healthy for you. It's healthy for your mental health. By so means, girl, do not stay with somebody. You understand? Those should be the reason. Not because people say, society expects me. Society says, if I stay with this person, that shouldn't be the reason. No, child, no. You know, it should be always based on you, your mental space, your spiritual space, where you feel you are most productive and most happy. If it is staying by yourself till you're married, so be it. If it's staying with your partner, so be it. But you should never look at it in such a way that if I stay with this person, then therefore they won't marry me. There might be other reasons he's not marrying you. Nothing to do with that we stay together. There might be reasons that you guys are not compatible. You guys fight about this. There are some trust issues, honesty issues, and mistreatment, emotional, physical abuse. There are a lot of reasons that can result in people breaking up. But we can't base it on, no, they were staying together. That's why they broke up and they never got married. You understand? Standards, societal standards, sometimes it's something that you cannot just base your decisions on. Another thing I wanted to look at is in terms of just the general relationship, in terms of the fact that people might say, no, as soon as you stay together, you get used to each other. There's nothing like that. Not if you are having a healthy relationship with the person you're dating. There's nothing like that. Yes, you grow comfortable with each other, but that's where most of the time the love is so beautiful, because when you grow comfortable with the person that you're with, that means you know them better, you know their ups and their downs, their flaws and their good side, and in that way it's easier to keep the fire burning, to bring new ideas into the relationship, to grow the relationship, because it's in its healthy phase. The only thing that you shouldn't be doing now that you are even not staying with a person, whether you're staying with a person or not, is letting go of yourself, forgetting your dreams, letting your life revolve around this particular individual, your girlfriend or your boyfriend, letting everything be about your partner, and you forget yourself. Forgetting yourself in even dressing up. You used to dress up early in the relationship. Now that you're staying together, now you are slacking. Now you are lazing around all the time. Now you're wearing tracksuits all the time, and you're no longer making an effort to look good for yourself, or to feel good, or to be that vibrant person you were from the beginning of the relationship. That is what affects relationship, not because you stayed together. You can stay together, wake up, look fresh every morning, look good, feel good, do things that make you feel happy and feel fulfilled, visit your friend or call your friend, and all those things. You can still do those things even if you are cohabitating. So that's why you shouldn't base, it shouldn't be that, no, now that I'm cohabitating, that means my relationship is gonna fall apart. You're just causing yourself unnecessary anxiety. So that's my opinion in terms of relationship wise. Just keep your fire burning, keep yourself in the same place you were from the beginning. Stay true to your goals, stay true to your ambitions, stay true to yourself. You can't change yourself now that you are staying with somebody. So that's why I say, in terms of should I, shouldn't I would say it depends on the individual, because at the end, whether you stay with this person or you live alone, you still need to keep the relationship or the friendship between you and your partner burning and keeping that relationship healthy. Relationship needs work whether you stay apart or you stay together, and that's what's gonna make everything work. And if your goal is to be married, that's what is going to end up in marriage. It's all about compatibility and how healthy the relationship is. It has nothing to do with where you stay, where you live, and who you stay, if you stay with your partner or not. So that's my opinion relationship wise. And another point, which is basically the last point, is in terms of finances. Should you or should you not in terms of finances? My opinion, because you know chelete, hey, chelete has a lot of stories and a lot of complexities. It's a lot more complex, and it has a lot of ups and downs. It actually breaks and makes most relationships. So, do you cohabitate for financial reasons? How does the cohabitation works in terms of finances, fat and set? Do you save money? Do you spend more money? And all those things. My opinion is, even if you both work and you both have money and you both are independent individuals, because you can be independent even if you're cohabitating, and independent as in you still go after your goals and your ambitions, study, do what you need to do, make your own money, make your coins, you can still do that. So in terms of finances, my thought is it does save you money. I'm not gonna lie, because remember, now there's two people bringing the money to one place compared to two people bringing money in different places. Right now, in the state of where we at as a country, as the economy, I'm not saying use that thought or this opinion to actually cohabitate, but it does save you a bit more money, and you end up actually starting to have even more financial goals, because now you have someone that you're collaborating with, or someone that's assisting and you're also assisting. You don't come into a relationship saying, yeah, the man is going to provide everything, they must provide this. Remember, you two are not married, which makes sense. But at the same time, you need to collaborate, because also this individual that you are with wants to learn, it's okay, as much as I'm the provider of this relationship, if things fall apart, Can I depend on this woman that she can hold us together while I get my feet on the ground? You understand? Or if I hand her 200 bucks, will she be able to use it properly and buy grocery instead of I'm going to buy the latest foundation and the latest lipstick and use this money? Rather we not eat. You learn these things as you cohabitate, as you stay with the individual. We learn our money habits and all those things. So that's why in terms of cohabitation, it can actually be an advantage, because that's when you actually understand the person that you're with and their finances and how they handle their money, and if they can actually hold the household together from a guy's side and from a woman's side. Can he provide? What happens if he doesn't have money? What happens if he has too much money? What are his spending behaviors? What are his habits when he has money? When he has money, does he drink a lot? When he has money, does he go out too much? When he has money, is he more stingy? You learn these habits as you're cohabitating with the individual. Other things, as much as we want to say we want to wait for marriage and learn after marriage, some things become too overwhelming to understand after marriage, and you don't want to end up in a situation where you're saying, I married this person, I'm with this person, and now I don't know what to do. I hate this and this and this and this and this about him, and I don't want to get out of this marriage. So what am I going to do? Do I stay? Do I learn to love this person? Do I go for counseling and all those things? Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, I'm not married. Please don't come at me about that. I'm not married. But sometimes cohabitating actually makes you learn about these things of the other individual. So my last thought is, whether you want to stay with your man or your woman, it is all up to you. At the end, that relationship is not gonna die because you cohabitated or because you were staying separately. The marriage is gonna work, the relationship is gonna work or die based on the individual, when the English data disappears. It's based on how compatible you are as individuals, and the relationship and its health and how healthy it is as two people. But it's not going to be based on whether you stay together or you stayed apart, because anything can happen. Nothing is guaranteed. Yes, I would love to get married. Ooh, I mean, if my boyfriend comes and says I want to marry you, I'll be like, yeah. But it's not end all be all. I am going to be honest, it's not end all be all. That's why I always focus mostly on a healthy relationship, because that's at the end what will make me happy, what will make me fulfilled, is to be with someone that I can be happy with and have a healthy relationship with. So that's my opinion on the first segment of this cohabitation. Next, I might do the do's and the don'ts if you are cohabitating or you're thinking of cohabitating, and the pros and cons. So I'll do them in another segment because I don't want this video to be too long. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and tell me what your thoughts and your ideas are on this topic. Let me know. Tell me how you feel. Tell me if you're not agreeing and you're like, Z, no, or that man pays ilobola before you stay with him. You have a right to your opinion, so do let me know. Let's chat about it. Let's talk. Let's text me in the comments. I mean, I told you this conversation is like WhatsApp. Let me know down below what you think, and if you agree or not, and all those things, and what's your opinion. Teach me if I don't know anything and you're like, hey, this girl doesn't know things, let me teach her. Maybe she's making. Let me know on the comments. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video and this new segment. See you next time.